Hello from sunny Portimao, Portugal. Today I'm going to be making one of my favorite, extremely easy to make Portuguese style recipes, which is a grilled pork belly, which is just marinated with a few simple ingredients, grilled up, and then as much of it in my mouth as possible. So let's see how this works. Okay, just to start off here, I'm going to throw in some really nice Portuguese olive oil here. Nice healthy dose of that. I've also just got some dry white wine here. Almost 50-50 on that. I've got some smoked paprika. I'm putting in whatever I've got left in this container here. All right, maybe about a tablespoon. And then I've got, this was about six cloves of garlic that I just minced up a little bit. And then some kosher salt, maybe about a teaspoon or so of that in with this. I'm gonna give it a quick mix here. If this was just for me, I would also be adding some ground piri pepper to this. However, since the kiddos are going to be having this, I'm just going to add my piri in sauce form here shortly. So that should be enough for this marinade. Now, onto the meat itself. This is the pork belly that, as you can buy it here, you can see it's really nice and thick. It's just about a half, well, it's, yeah, I guess about a half-inch thick slices. It's skin on, which is going to be great once it gets grilled up. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and do this. So they sell this under the term Entremeada, which from what I understand just translates as streaky. What they're getting at here is some nice sliced pork belly. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and use my hands on this here. Pull out this stupid little pad that was in there. I'm gonna go get this all. Oh, look how thick that one is. Beautiful. And this one still has, there are still some little nugs of bone in here from the ribs. That's totally fine. Bone does nothing but add some flavor to your finished product anyway. So that's great. This is nicely coated. And you don't need to give this a super huge amount of marinating time. Really, I fired up my charcoal chimney just before this, and really I'm just going to let these soak until the charcoal's all ready for cooking. So, ta-da! There we go. Well, I'd say this charcoal's got a pretty good start. Just going to give it a few more minutes here, and then I'm going to dump it out and get the grate over top. Okay, so let's take these beautiful chunks of pork, get them on here. They've probably been marinating for about 45 minutes now. Oh yeah. Of course, some of that oil drips off out of that marinade. Smoking up. Now the real tricky part.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna play around with some arrangement here. I don't want to fly too close to the sun, but you get the idea. I am not a fan of leaving any grill space empty, so we threw a chunk of chorizo on here that we had sitting around. So we'll get that nice and crispy. That'll be a fun little appy. And I'm going to give this a little initial flip. I'll probably cook this initial side again just a little bit later. But I'm kind of a fan of the multiple flips with some of this meat. I think it leads to a little bit more even cooking. So there we are. That chorizo's coming along nicely. All right, so some of this first round here are nice and ready. I'm going to take these off and check that out. Beautiful. They don't even want to come off with a fork. Yes, look at that. Slap these down here and I'll get that second round on. Probably snack on some of that chorizo. Whoa, look at all that grill space. That's unacceptable. Throw in a little linguiça here. Get that nice and hot and consumed. Yes. The excitement has built to a point where I can't even wait for my wonderful cinematographer here to actually film this. So we douse this in piri piri. It's crispy. Let's see what it tastes like. The richness of that pork with the charcoal smoke, with the garlic, the smoked paprika, the saltiness is amazing. I just sprinkled it with a little bit of salt after it came off. Absolutely fantastic. What do you guys think? Chime in from the background.
Delicious.
Yeah?
Amazing.
Delightful.
Awesome.
And it was a quick meal, fast and easy
Super
to
quick
prepare.
meal. Very, very easy to make. Delightful. Okay, just a little side pork, marinated, grilled up. It's the way to go. Takes it to 11.